So many streetcars today. Thank you all for coming out and yelling in the street on my behalf. Today on the Edgy Veg, I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite treats, salted chocolate and walnut cookies. Subscriber of the week this week is Gemma Horan. She commented on the Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza video. Headless James in the microwave. Thank you so much, Gemma, for that adorable comment. And if you want to be subscribed the week next week, just make sure that I see you. You can leave a comment on all of our videos. Also follow me on social media. All the links are in the description box below. These salted chocolate and walnut cookies are a copycat of the cookies found at one of my favorite bakeries in Toronto, Le Gourmand. Now, I used to eat there all the time before I went vegan, and these cookies, like literally I had one almost every day on my lunch break, and then I gained 20 pounds. That's neither here nor there. But they are so big and huge and moist, and just the combination of the salt and the chocolate and the crunch from the walnuts, it's to die for. All right, enough talking about these cookies, let's get baking. The first thing we are going to do is preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Also on a cookie sheet with either parchment paper or my favorite thing in the world, silicone. Actually, I have one right here, I'll just show it. Silicone baking mats. They're amazing. You don't even have to grease the pan when you bake on this. It's amazing. Use that. Now that the oven is preheating, we're going to mix together our dry ingredients. In a large bowl, you are going to add 3 1/4 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of coarse or flaked sea salt. Kosher salt is really good for this as well. Now we're using coarse or flaked salt because we do want the salt to be quite large, so that when you take a bite of the chocolate chips with the salt, it tastes like salted chocolate. All right, you can just whisk that all together and then set it aside. In the bowl of your stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment, or in a large bowl with a hand mixer, we are going to cream together. I don't like that word. Yeah, that's the word though. 3/4 cups of vegan butter cut into cubes with 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening. So you just want to cream that together until it becomes one big solid mass. Now we are going to add in 3/4 cups of light brown sugar. You could also use brown sugar if you do not have access to light brown sugar, but I prefer the lighter quality of the light brown sugar. I don't know, it's lighter, it's not as heavy, it doesn't have as much molasses. Plus 1/2 cup of granulated white sugar. I like to use either organic or cane sugar. Mix that all together until the sugar is combined with the buttery mass. Lower the speed of your mixer to about medium-low, and we are going to add 6 tablespoons of aquafaba that we've just foamed slightly. This is what's going to replace the eggs. If you do not know what aquafaba is, aqua means water, faba means beans. So it is the bean water from a can of chickpeas. You learned something today. To that, we are also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and you want to beat that until it is well mixed but not smooth. Now let's add the flour mixture. We are going to add that 1 cup at a time, beating between additions. You do want some flour to remain, so don't overbeat it. Using a spatula or our paddle attachment, we are slowly going to fold in 1 1/2 cups of chocolate chips and 1 1/4 cups of walnuts. This is what makes this cookie so good. If you are allergic to certain types of nuts, you can use different types of nuts or leave the nuts out altogether, but the nuts really add a little extra something to these cookies. Divide the balls into 12 even portions. You can just eyeball this or use a baking scale. It's really up to you as to how precise you'd like to be, but don't roll them out. We don't want them to be completely smooth, so just kind of shape them with your hands roughly. Throw them into the fridge for 30 minutes. You can leave these cookies in the fridge for up to 8 hours. All right, when you're ready to bake your cookies, put them into the oven and bake them for 15 to 20 minutes, or until they are slightly golden brown. If they are slightly undercooked, all that means is that you are going to have an extra gooey, delicious chocolate chip cookie. Take your cookies out of the oven and leave them sitting on the baking sheet for about 10 minutes. They're going to continue cooking on the baking sheet, so take them out earlier than you usually would with a normal cookie. After 10 minutes, you can transfer these cookies to a wire cooling rack and eat warm or wait till they're cooled. But I like to eat warm cookies with a glass of almond milk. Delicious. All right, there you guys have it. Delicious, giant salted chocolate and walnut cookies. Look how amazing these look. They're so big and delicious. This is like 3 cookies in one. Oh no, it's fine. You're fine. I haven't had this cookie, I mean, other than recipe testing it, I haven't had it for 8 years from before I was vegan. Oh my god. They're perfect. They're nice and firm on the outside, chewy and like cookie doughy on the inside. The combination of the walnut and the chocolate, it's just amazing. Grab a glass of almond milk or an entire jar in my case and have yourself a cookie baking day. Alright, if you guys like this recipe, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It's right down there. And let me know in the comment section what recipe you would like to see next. And if you're new here, hello, bonjour. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe take the time to hit that subscribe button. It means that you get delicious vegan recipes to your inbox every single week. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.